Aloha, Mother Fathers. Welcome in another edition of the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast here. Broadcasting across all the different media platforms. Anthony, are you okay?
No.
God, it's all those fries you shoved down your gullet 5 minutes ago. You just, ugh. Yeah, so we're here, Kyle, AA Anthony Alford with you, back in studio, fully in studio.
Yeah, great to be here.
Yeah,
great
we're doing
studio.
this is our once a month in studio now.
Yeah, I know. No, we'll wrap it back up. I forgot about traffic and stuff, but no, due to this being winter, yes, it's great to be back in the studio.
Yeah, and due to technical difficulties, last time we were in studio, we were having a problem. So Meg got a bunch of free pub.
She did.
Luckily, we found the solution though. AA, what was the tech savvy, hard thought out, multi-thesis process you went through to finally figure out why the PowerPoints just weren't working the way they used to?
The computer is
No, tell him. It's a great story.
Space
Hit fucking spacebar.
bar.
Or yeah, look at that. That's where you can find us.
The
Did you
space
forget?
bar.
I did because I haven't seen the slide in a fucking month.
I haven't either. The space bar.
Or the fucking arrows on the laptop. Yeah, look up. Oh, transition. How that works is one slide fades away, and then the next slide, it comes up. Oh! What the fuck are we doing here?
I don't know.
2 years.
I don't know.
2 years.
Unbelievable.
You've had training for this.
And where has that gotten me?
You ever just like forget there's certain buttons on a keyboard? You ever just like you're looking around like, oh, that's new. Like it's been there.
If you
You
think
just never press it.
if you think this is
You know,
bad,
like the space bar.
if you think this is bad, you should see the utter disappointment in Pete's face every time we do our first game, and I completely forget how to set up our broadcast for football. And I've been on this package, I think, 5 years now. Every first game, I have no clue where things are. And
It's an adventure.
To be
Yeah,
fair, like
yeah.
that, we're dealing with a bunch of equipment. We're dealing with like sound equipment. Pete's got cameras all over the place. We have one fucking camera that we don't touch, and we and one laptop.
That is so true.
One laptop with one cord. That is what we're responsible for on this show. The slides are pre-done. He hasn't changed them half the time. They're the same fucking thing. Do you change them? We'll find out when he presses the fucking
We'll see.
space bar in a
We'll
minute.
see.
We'll find out.
If he's scrambling when we come back from commercial, then you know he didn't change
We'll
himself.
see.
Cavs are up by 9 going, oh, fuck.
And the sad thing,
What's
there's
more
more.
sad? Our fucking listeners are crying right now.
since the last time we did the show and the show froze on a particular slide, or I didn't know the solution at the time, who knows if I actually changed the back end of the slide since mid-January.
I feel like I just stress ate 15 pounds of food.
God damn.
And I look it, too. Fuck. Hey, we got a show today with a working
We're here.
PowerPoint. Holy shit. Sound the alarm.
Unreal.
Alert the press.
Unreal. This is unreal. This right here. This is unreal.
And Chelsea Green can be a top star.
She can't be. Did you hear that BS excuse? I think
He doubled down.
Yeah, he did.
And
Michael
the fucking
Hayes.
Undertaker podcast. Undertaker's like, dude, she's like really good.
Yeah.
He's like, no,
Yeah.
she is what she is. Like,
She is. Oh, and if we actually push her, then she'll lose popularity. Like,
if
get
we
outta
actually
here.
push someone who's popular, they might lose popularity, said the guy who hasn't been popular since the fucking 80s. Okay. Cool.
We are on social media, Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast with AA and Kyle. Also at Side Hustle Podcast 216 on YouTube, where you can find Kyle's Monday Night Raw Reacts.
Change it into AAA because you need fucking help.
And my Tuesday Night NXT Reacts. You can find
What
those
a show.
there. What a show.
NXT apparently just had their highest rating since like 2 Aprils ago or last
Telling you.
April. So
I'm
they're on
telling you.
fire. They're
Did you hear the flex that the Observer had? It was like, oh, NXT had like a full year of bad shows, and you could tell because they won the Observer Worst Book Show of the Year. It's like,
Yeah.
like, I'll be honest. If I didn't really enjoy NXT, I would have stopped doing the NXT Reacts.
We've talked about it for a while. Probably the best show on TV right now because SmackDown is just 3 hours. If it was 2 and they were putting out the quality they were, it would be the best show. Raw has been hit or miss.
Yeah.
But NXT's been pretty consistent, even despite a talent overhaul. So.
Yeah. And, hey, they
B.
paid off the heel turn. They paid it off. Zarya.
And they got another guy who just got freed up maybe a little bit because he just lost another championship. So,
Yep.
To the deaf guy.
Yeah, they're paying exactly. They're paying it off. So, hey, NXT, Raw, we got those reacts. We are anybody out there who wants to do AEW Dynamite. Anybody.
Well, hold on.
Oh.
We can barely apparently press a fucking space bar. I don't know if I can trust anybody to fucking come in here and be like, I'm gonna do it. Nah. I don't want to give like some 45-year-old virgin in his mom's basement an opportunity that he doesn't deserve. Like let's thin the herd a little bit, all right? Like you can have a little bit of experience with this shit.
We gotta get an AEW super fan or something.
No, the fuck we don't.
We can post
AEW was the best though. It was so good. Everything was great. I give it 7.5 stars. Fuck you, Dave. I did more. I don't need to hear that every week, dude. I will. Oh. Is it possible to block my own YouTube channel?
No. All right, let's start. All right, that's how you can find us. We're on all.
That's the audio version. If you don't want to watch this monstrosity that's been happening,
But you should watch us.
You should now because we have a fucking working PowerPoint. Yeah.
BA Sweeties. Let's go.
They're here.
We're gonna get the popcorn. We gotta get the popcorn before the chamber on Saturday.
The chocolate malt balls too.
Yeah.
They have those. Those look good.
I've never had the Buffalo Ranch popcorn.
Dude, top notch.
I'm gonna get it Saturday. I'm getting the Buffalo Ranch popcorn.
Bring it
on
over.
Saturday.
Bring it over. We're gonna be at my place for Elimination Chamber. Y'all gonna be dealing with an 8-year-old. I'm gonna pass him off.
Hey, at least it'll be fun. Chamber's going to be very interesting. We're going to talk a lot about the Chamber on this
Who the
show.
fuck is in the box? If it's Danhausen, I'm leaving. Like, I'll leave my own apartment. Where are you going? I don't fucking know. Somewhere else.
I think you're going to see a ton of boxes in this commercial. Take a look. The largest candy store in North America, BA Sweeties. They are phenomenal. We talked about boxes a couple seconds ago.
Yeah.
You saw a ton of them in there, but we talk about it. Smells phenomenal, and get from popcorn to candies, traditional ones and crazy ones. On top of jelly beans. You like jelly beans. That's the place for you, too. Like BA Sweeties. They got everything.
I think almost any box that comes from BA Sweeties, I'd be more excited to open than the box that was delivered from who we don't fucking know. They won't say. Because, that's the first thing I see when I get mail who didn't send it to me,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's not in the fucking top left-hand corner, right?
Yes.
Fucking garbage.
But, hey, when you get...
Not that, though. That's
No,
the good shit.
when you get something from BA Sweeties, you're not going to want to send it to another show or another person. You want it for yourself. Like, you got to keep it for yourself.
Well, that's why you buy two. And you make sure you use the promo code Lollipop, courtesy of us here at the Side Hustle Wrestling Podcast. Buy some for yourself. Buy some for your family and friends. Hey, WrestleMania, of course, is our Super Bowl, so to speak. Easter. That's theirs. And guess what? Dude, that's 5 weeks away?
It's right around the corner, right before you know it.
Gotta
It's
get
gonna be
going.
there.
Got to get
And
going.
remember, Lollipop, that is an in-store only promotion. So you gotta go. You gotta go to BA Sweeties, Interstate 480, the Ridge Road exit. Make a left on Brook Park Road, and then it's right there. I can't even see what slide is next, but it's there. BA Sweeties, check it out.
One of these days we're gonna figure out exactly what we're doing.
Did I mess it up? I think I messed it up.
Just click on it. Hit the arrow. Did it freeze? Oh my god!
I didn't break it.
We had it.
I didn't.
We had it for 5 fucking minutes.
I didn't break. Oh, we're back. We're back. Okay. You know what it is?
Are we doing sour first?
I think we are going to do sour. You know what it is? I think the computer here is recognizing 2 different windows, but it's not. Okay, it's too much inside baseball.
Yeah, why don't you give us your synopsis of what the fuck's going on? Why don't you tell me?
You want to know who else had a tough day? Apparently, Darby Allin had a tough day. This news broke. It's not often we get news breaking on the day of taping.
I love how this is news. By the way, I'm gonna shut up, and I'm gonna let this all play out in front of you guys, and then I'm gonna tell you why it's bullshit. But
this is courtesy of the podcast broadcast.
Expect to see like a match.
One second.
I hate to interrupt like your AA or like therapy session or whatever, but it's kind of rude of you to be on speakerphone like in someone's Uber.
Is it cool if I finish?
Look, man, I've been driving since 5 a.m. I'm tired. Like, can you just put the phone up? Like, it's a little rude.
This is like an interview. Yeah, we're on national TV right now, just doing an interview here. Real quick.
Dude, I don't care. I make like $15 an hour. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, but you want 5 stars. This is 1-star behavior.
Is this your AA sponsor or something?
No, it's not an AA sponsor.
I don't care. Can you just put the phone away?
I'm straight edge.
Is he really
Yeah,
I knew at this face paint, this Gene Simmons thing, like you were gonna be trouble. Like,
yeah.
Dude,
Wait,
you want me to
Nice
cancel
go,
right?
buddy.
Put the phone.
That's 1-star behavior, sir. And honestly, a Lyft driver would not drive like that. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to get
Uber.
Take me to Tucson.
Yeah. Take him to Tucson so we can be doing AEW live here.
Yeah,
at
real
Tucson.
fun, buddy. Dude, I'm over this. I'm getting out of my car now.
Hold on.
Let me see you.
We're in the middle of the
I
highway.
don't care.
We're,
Out.
we're-
Get out. Out. Go. Get out of my car. Get out.
We're in the middle of the
Can
highway.
you pause this for a second, Pete?
Oh,
That's the guy that should be doing the AEW reviews. We need that guy.
I said I wasn't gonna say anything until the clip's
I'm
over.
sorry. Go ahead and finish the clip.
See, Lyft drivers wouldn't do this.
Go.
Wow.
I'm in the middle of the highway, so hold on, let me go over here. It's kind of loud.
He drove off on you. It looked like he drove off on you? Yeah, he drove off on you.
He's gone. So what were we saying? 'Cause
Thoughts?
That is courtesy of the podcast broadcast and Darby Allin's Instagram stories. I'll say this. I've only had 1 day of experience driving an Uber. I couldn't believe that you're taxed on it. It's just stupid. And maybe it is rude to do a full podcast interview. But I would be ticked off if said interviewer said that this was nationally televised, and it's not. Yeah, that's one of the pillars of AEW, excuse me, on the side of the freeway.
If you think that this was real,
Get out of my car now!
if you think that very much, what's the generation below ours, like Gen Z or Y or whatever it is? It's
Z?
Z. Probably. He almost looked like he was fucking 18. If you think anyone in that generation is making a Gene Simmons reference
Yeah,
with face paint,
that's a good point.
I can go right now to any high school or any college and ask most people about Gene Simmons. They're not going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. Yeah. This was bullshit. Wow. First off, Darby, get some fucking headphones.
I mean,
that's pretty. Everyone's
Yeah.
got fucking AirPods nowadays, dude.
Yeah.
Pop them in, so that way you can only see you talking. That's one thing. He's on speakerphone in a fucking Uber. If it was real, I would have kicked his ass out in the first
I was
5
gonna
minutes.
say, if this was actually real,
It's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I actually agree with the Uber
Or
driver.
you better put me in it too, because I want to be in this interview. Then if it's
Right.
if it's gonna be, oh, it's on. Oh, you're national, cool. Yeah, what's up, yo? Yeah,
Yeah.
plug the Uber. Fuck you. But like no, I don't. Kicking him out on the fucking highway, the $15 an hour. I told you when we were coming into the show, I was like, yeah, I DoorDashed for a little bit, and I had people at Uber that would like stomp all over me. I made okay money.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that's all you made? Fuck you, dude. Like, you had $15 an hour. Eat my ass. No, that's not. a thing.
I would have if I was the driver, and I hear not even just Darby, but then the person doing the interview. It's like, yeah, it's national. Like, dude, shut up.
This looked like it was written by Vince Russo. What if you got in an Uber? And what if he was doing like an interview? They don't even know what's going on. The interview has no clue. And like we stage it. And like there's not even a sign anywhere that says the car is an Uber, right? But then like he gets kicked out of it because the Uber driver's just like mad. Like, bro, that would be amazing, bro. Like, come on, bro. That'd be so good. He's on the highway. They don't even know what's going on. And the best part, the car actually leaves. And then he's actually stuck.
Yeah.
Like, what do we do then? Don't tell Darby that, though.
What a disaster.
What the fuck was that?
I mean, I'm just
This has Tony Khan, unfortunately, written
It does.
all over it.
I'm just trying
Hey,
to
we're going to be real.
I'm just trying to imagine, okay. I'm not saying like WWE is the end all be all, but AEW is aspiring to be a top pro wrestling promotion. I'm just trying to imagine Seth Rollins getting kicked off the road for doing an interview.
No, because you want to know what would happen if someone threatened to kick me out of their car, the Uber car, because I was on an interview? I'm stopping the fucking interview because I need to get to where I'm going, and I paid for the Uber, and I'm on a highway. He looked happy to get kicked out of that Uber. He was smiling. No
Yeah,
one's that chill.
Somebody's gonna pick me up and take me to Tucson, Arizona.
These fucking dudes must have the best interviewing skills I've ever seen in my life for him to be so happy that he was okay with getting kicked out of an Uber mid-interview.
And he continued the interview.
Yeah.
The interview continued.
What were we talking about? Like, what the fuck?
He's on the side of Interstate 10, and the interview's continuing.
Also, what in the Tony Khan paycheck is Darby Allin doing taking a fucking Uber to begin with?
That's what I was thinking.
He should be in a private car.
That's what I was
he's being
thinking. I'm like,
transported.
if you are, like, I can't picture a Seth Rollins or
No,
a
they have
Braun
buses.
Breaker or
They have private cars they take, they rent, whatever it is. Like, why the fuck is Darby Allin, who's got to be making upwards of 7 to maybe 8 figures per year, taking a fucking Uber? Like, dude, if it's true, one, God bless Darby for being that calm, because I'd be like, listen, guys, I got to go. I'm not going to get out of this Uber. I got to get to where I need to get to.
yeah.
Like, if he was going to a show or whatever it was, like, yeah, dude, fuck you. I'm not going to find. Like, we'll reschedule, or I'll come on a little bit later if you can have me. Like, I got to hang up. Or, again, get fucking headphones. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
I mean, Randy Orton today, we're going to play a clip from Randy Orton later in the show. He's on Pat McAfee. I'm just trying to picture
Randy Orton in a car in an Uber and getting kicked out because he was on an interview with Pat McAfee, who actually is broadcasted nationwide on ESPN.
Yeah.
But you think that Randy Orton's going to be like, nah, cool, and then just get out of the fucking car? On the highway? He wasn't on the corner of fucking off. He was on the highway.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, ironically enough, is what you can do with this clip is fuck off, Darby. Like, this is ridiculous. Like,
Unbelievable.
no words.
Unbelievable.
Jeff Hardy theme song. That's what I feel about this. No words.
Even Jeff Hardy would, I don't know.
Jeff Hardy would get behind the wheel and crash it because he's probably high or drunk.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. He's been good.
He's been very good.
Or has he? We'll never know the truth.
So we get
Who's to say?
So we get to the sweet moment, and
Much better.
much better.
Much better.
Can you picture AJ Styles getting
No.
kicked out of the Uber?
AJ
Middle
Styles.
of the interview.
He's not getting in the fucking Uber. That
Right.
dude's got his own car. Like, he ain't fucking around with that. Get out of here.
Like, that is a family man Won world championships. Oh, yeah, I got to.
Also, no bags. Wherever Darby was going, by the way.
Mhm.
You just got out of the Uber like there was no bags, nothing going on. Like, you travel that light, do you?
Right.
Are you home? Because he wasn't in Washington. He's from Seattle, isn't
Yeah.
he? Where are you living that you can just get out of a fucking Uber?
Well, he was going to Arizona.
They said Tucson, right?
Yeah.
Is that where Dynamite was this past week? I don't watch the show because it's bad, so I don't know where it is. But, like, hey.
Speaking of which, their next world title match, let's see if you can remember this stipulation. MJF versus Hangman Page for the world title. If Hangman Adam Page loses this match, he can no longer challenge for the AEW championship.
You know, it works
for the rest of his
so
career.
well for the last time they did that, right, with Cody. So much so that within, a year and a half to 2 years, he was gone from the company. This is one of your guys, though. This is the guy you built it. This is the guy who had the biggest story since the opening of this entire promotion that won the title last year at your biggest show, match of the year, program of the year, right, Dave? And now, if he loses this, he never gets to be world champ again.
And that's one of your guys.
And MJF's not losing that match.
No, he's not. No, they're building for him and Will Ospreay probably later in the year.
Yeah, probably in London. But if you did book MJF to lose that match, oh boy, you got to be 2 stones short of a fucking rock, dumbass. Like, that's insane if they did that.
No,
that is insane.
Yeah, there's no way.
If he held the title for a month,
yeah, there's no way.
oh, he shouldn't be shot. But like, I mean, maybe in the foot. I don't know. Like that's wild. He should be shot somewhere where he can make a full recovery relatively soon. Like,
Shoot around him. I don't know.
Yeah, fuck, curve the bullet. Just Angelina Jolie him. Wanted.
Let's go to AJ Styles.
Speaking of bullets, the original OG leader of the Bullet Club.
Yeah. Did you believe for a split second that The Undertaker was going to challenge AJ Styles to a match?
You saw my raw reaction. You fucking know. He came out. We've got some unfinished business. I'm like, oh, looks like you're wrestling again. Because he said some shit.
Undertaker was going to look at AJ, or was going to look at his wife like, sorry, Wendy. He ain't coming home yet. He gonna be a crippled man.
I'm gonna stick my boot in his ass one more time.
One more time. Last ride.
They've decided.
We know who you voted for. Last ride.
This was cool, but they also decided that Undertaker apparently is now going to be the gatekeeper for all Hall of Fame inductions. And
I like that.
Know. It's cool. It's a nice role for him.
Yeah, I do like
because
that.
Because he is so respected.
Yeah, that's the I don't know who the new guy is for the Pro Football Hall of Fame, but the big guy, David Baker, that was his role. Towering over Jimmy Johnson on the Fox pregame show. Remember that?
Hey, but what a class!
I know.
AJ Styles, Stephanie McMahon going in.
It's a
Who's
great
left?
start.
What tag team and other, posthumously elected person are going to go in?
I got to think about the tag team.
It's a tag team? It's a woman. It's a headliner, and then they can throw another mid card person in possibly.
Well, you could. Stephanie would.
AJ,
Stephanie's the woman.
Yeah, well, yeah.
She did wrestle.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. So she takes that one off.
Right.
AJ's going to headline.
AJ's your headliner.
Yes.
I'm curious who he's gonna.
Is this a Batista year? Is he a headliner anymore? Or did that pass?
I think that passed.
Also, when the fuck is The Rock going in?
Because The Rock's probably gonna go in next year.
You thinking Saudi?
I think so.
Oh God.
I think so. Because I also think he's gonna wrestle too.
I guess he did talk about that. It's a possibility. So he's gonna be there, so you might as well put him in.
If you put here's the tricky thing about that. If you put Batista in. AJ's your headliner. Batista would headline over AJ.
Really?
I think so.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It would be a co-head.
Yeah.
It would be Cole.
Well, you could say try if you count Steph because of what she's meant to the business and the fact that she's a McMahon.
But Stephanie, I don't know about, everything, all the vibes I get from Stephanie, she does not want to be a headliner at all.
No, I think that's why it was going to be somebody else, whether it was John, whether it was, which apparently they're trying to get John Cena to induct AJ, which would be interesting.
It'll be interesting.
Wouldn't be terrible. I mean, they have really good chemistry, obviously.
There's a ton of options for AJ, like a ton.
I know
and
they
brought
them all in. Yeah,
they brought them all in. And again, kudos to everybody who showed up. It was weird seeing Abyss.
I loved it
in character, but I loved it.
Loved it.
I loved it.
His stuff with Christian back in the day in TNA was great. Like that was the only time I ever really watched TNA closely, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty good."
I wish fans appreciated Bobby Roode more than they do.
Yeah,
It's
that
it's sad to not see. I mean, I know the Atlanta crowd overall kind of sucked.
It's pretty bad.
It was really
Even
bad.
for AJ, they were kind of bad.
I know.
Yeah,
Like,
Cody came out. No one cared.
They were showing when AJ came out. They were showing some of the fans, and all you see.
That's what it is now, man. People are just there. They cheered. Like if it's a special event like the Rumble or something like that, they'll pay attention maybe. But like for just a regular show, it's all about fucking what can I post on social media? What can I get on so maybe I can get some clicks, some attention.
But I do think part of that too. Part of that is when you're charging more, you have more influencers, you have more celebrities there. So it's like the vibes are not all the way there. I mean, Bow Wow was there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, every rapper in Atlanta was there.
Bow,
Apparently.
Mr. 106 in Park was there.
Offset was throwing punches.
I know.
I mean, that's.
I do like. I love the angle. Man, I know we don't get a chance to talk about Kofi that much on this show. Kofi, he's knocking out of the park as a heel. I love Kofi as a heel.
Kofi should be considered. I mean, they put Ray in.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a mid card guy who's got a little bit of world championship success
And actually, that could be a way if you're looking for
more heat.
If you're looking for more heat, somebody to draw a little bit.
WWE Hall of Fame.
Kofi, oh my!
Have Biggie induct him and put him through a fucking table.
Oh yes, I will love it. But this was all great. They built the entire show around AJ Styles. Very happy that he got the send off that was deserved. I love I've always gone back and forth with Gunther. I really have, but it was the perfect spot for him at the beginning of the show with Gunther.
I'm surprised they didn't have him come back and do something.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, you know what? At that point, I think he should have done, like, when this happened, if I was booking it, I would have saved it till the end, and I would have had him come out and actually say some nice things about AJ, and then immediately say, but unfortunately, it all means nothing because he passed out like a little bitch. Like, he could have done the whole, like...
And then AJ could have took him out, and that would have been that.
And that's his final moment is really going on top.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Gunther still gets his win, still gets to say he retired AJ Styles. Yeah. AJ gets to punch someone in the face one more time.
Yeah, and that gives your pop.
Yeah. Then he gets the crowd a little excited. And I got the juices flowing one last time. I appreciate you guys. And he is done. Like, he's been on podcasts now since this and has said, like, yeah, dude, my neck's pretty jacked up. Like, this is... I feel comfortable walking away now. Again, he's almost 50.
And he also signed a new deal with WWE, basically as a talent developer and all that.
Good, because he's great. He'll get to be home more.
Yeah.
He'll get to be a dad first, and then he can do his stuff with them. He can always send texts and Zoom people from his house.
So what did you think overall? The last we're going to discuss something else AJ Styles said later in the show, but overall his 10 years in WWE. I mean, I don't know if we could put a number grade on what we thought of his run in WWE exclusively, but in terms of how I thought it was going to turn out and the way it played out, I mean, AJ, I would say this was at least an A-level run for AJ Styles.
It's kind of surprising that he was only, I think, a 2-time champion. Which you think when he was there for 10 years, he'd win a few more just because that's how it usually works.
Mm-hmm.
But 2 quality reigns as champion, a bunch of the mid-card titles, obviously U.S. title. I don't know if he ever won the IC title, but he
I don't think he did.
He might have. Yeah, because he became a Grand Slam champion when he won the tag titles.
Okay.
So he won it at some point. Maybe he didn't hold it for long. I don't know. But still, a damn good career. And I think the Hall of Fame is turning into more of like a totality award.
Yeah.
Which... Again, they still need to put a physical Hall of Fame in. If you want to keep your HQ in Stamford, you could put the Hall of Fame in Vegas. Like, you want Vegas to be like a second home. That's what you could do. And you can charge admission, and it can be a whole thing. And I don't know how no one's brought that up to them yet, if they have or haven't. I don't know. But it's worth it.
Because at that point, then you could do a true induction ceremony like they do in other sports. You could really do that. And I know I pitched this last year. They probably wouldn't do this, but you could even have the Hall of Fame outside of WrestleMania weekend. Like, that could be a summer thing.
But I would time it up to where, like, maybe it's the Raw or whatever before Mania, you're in Vegas.
Yeah.
And then like that Tuesday or whatever, or maybe Wednesday, because now they have obviously NXT on Tuesdays, you could just do the Hall of Fame ceremony there.
You could.
And then you can fly from there to WrestleMania or whatever it is. I mean, I don't know. I think the problem maybe why they don't want to do and put it in a specific spot is because then you feel like you're kind of obligated to do it there.
I
So,
got you.
That's the one thing. But I mean,
And plus, you want your
Yeah.
Hall of Famers at WrestleMania.
because like hey, NFL, Pro Football Hall of Fame, it's in Cannes, right?
Mhm.
They have the games there. People get inducted there, that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. They want to try and feel as sportsy as possible. If they put it somewhere, they're going to want to do the inductions there,
Correct. Yes.
which means maybe you're stunning yourself with crowds and all that stuff too. So I mean, I get it, but also like there should be a physical Hall of Fame somewhere.
Also, AJ Styles, since we brought up The Undertaker, he is a WrestleMania main eventer. That match with The
I
Undertaker.
forgot about that. It technically was the last match of that show.
Yeah, it main evented night 1 of the Pandemic Mania.
That was the first 2 night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
And remember back then, I think Vince only did it. I mean, everything went crazy, obviously, in 2020. I think Vince literally did that just because, hey, we're going to lose out. The talent's going to lose out on payouts and stuff like that. And
Let's
stuff,
charge
so,
twice. Yeah, that kind
Yeah,
of thing.
let's run it twice. And then it's like, hey, this actually works. We're going to do it 2 nights permanently. But, yeah, congrats to AJ Styles, the sweet moment of the week. Everyone being there to congratulate AJ Styles. Even Dragon Lee's getting a little bit of a push out of this as well. So,
Well, that push will end whenever he actually gets in the ring with Gunther.
that is true.
It's something for Gunther to do in the meantime while they figure out what the fuck's going on with the Brock Lesnar Open Challenge and all that stuff. I hate when they do things that are predictable.
Yeah, the Brock things. I didn't like it.
There's 2 guys in the
Don't like
company that only make sense. That's the problem. Like, unless you're gonna feed him Hobbs, which I don't know if you want to, because I don't have my 41-year-old new signee beating Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania on my
Yeah.
bingo card. I got the young guys or the guy that is retiring everyone.
There was a guy that the Atlanta crowd was cheering for and
Didn't get him.
didn't get him.
He was there. He was on.
And then, like, the segment before he was there,
He was talking to Rusev.
which Oba and Rusev is actually not a bad feud.
No,
at least as a startup.
But the
you
timing is bad.
the timing is horrible.
Because you know what everyone wants to see.
Mhm.
They want to see Oba go in there and crush Brock Lesnar. Like, and you're
You want to, and I don't like stuff like that too. Because Paul Heyman's promo, bless you. Paul Heyman's promo was basically the rest of the locker room are a bunch of B words, basically. And then nobody comes out, and then like the
Y'all
very
look-
next segment, oh, here's Javon Evans. Okay, Javon Evans is cool now, but it's like, come on.
nobody wanted to step to the plate, and all those white meat baby faces back there that have no fear and are
See,
looking
that's
at-
the difference. Like NXT, this is where Shawn Michaels and NXT is in a great spot. When they do stuff like that, you see people sprinting to the ring and they beat each other up to get that they do it for like championship opportunities.
You know what I would have
but-
done? You remember the old beat the clock challenges?
Yes.
I would do this since Brock's only going to be at I think 4 or 5 more Raws.
Starting in mid-March in San Antonio, then
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah, he's going to be at quite a few all leading up to WrestleMania. Like, hey, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. If you can last 5 minutes in the ring with Brock Lesnar, you can face him at WrestleMania.
Mm.
We'll put you on the biggest stage of them all, but you have to last the beast for 5 minutes. That way Brock works so he can actually get some reps again going into WrestleMania against whoever he's facing. And you can give a platform in the meantime, maybe to some people that won't be able to make the card or make a real impact at Mania.
Are you only proposing this idea just so that Otis can get killed by Brock Lesnar?
No, because Otis would not be one of the people. I would rather see Tazawa answer that challenge than Otis.
Too, yeah.
Because at least when he rips his shirt, he does it slow.
Oh,
Otis
yeah.
just like,
it just comes out. That's it.
he's cool for a cheap pop in the lower card, but other than that, that's what we get with Otis at this point. No, but like you could throw guys like a Javon. He can lose that match in 5 minutes to Brock, and I wouldn't be upset because it's Brock. Like it's like okay.
Javon, I would. Javon would be because they're really trying to push Javon.
Yeah.
But
He could stay away, but if they didn't have anything for him, I'd be like, you know what? That's a way for him to get on the show against Brock. You can say he faced Brock Lesnar at that point, And even if he loses at like the 4-minute mark, he still lasted 4 minutes with Brock Lesnar. And guys who look like Javon normally get beat in 6 seconds by Brock Lesnar, i.e. Kofi Kingston. So, I mean, like
205 Live would have been perfect for something like that back in the day.
Yeah, which ironically enough, Javon can still wrestle for.
Could. I mean, Rey Mysterio still qualifies for the Cruiserweight division. All these years.
Don't forget.
Again, Interstate 480, exit 15, the Ridge Road exit. Don't get discouraged, too, if there's a traffic jam there.
Just power through.
Yeah, just
But then, I mean, literally run into people to get to BA Sweeties and use that promo code. The money you spend, or the money you save, rather, on candy, you can spend towards fixing your car after you're done causing a 15,000 car pileup in the corner of Ridge and Brook Park.
It'll all be worth it when you get to that giant lollipop.
Yep.
At,
Lick it.
Sweeties.
It's still winter. It's still time. Your tongue can still get frozen to it.
And
It's good, though.
remember, too, Lollipop is a in-store promotion only.
Yeah, they like the online sales and all that stuff. That's more for out-of-state people. They want you to show up.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do listen and you're out-of-state, you're planning a trip or two around the area, you know where to go.
Yeah, you know where to go.
Come on.
Head on over to BA Sweeties. That's our man Tom.
What a
right
fucking
there.
shirt, by the way. I love that shirt. Bright pineapple. I got that in Florida.
Man.
Damn, feels good too on your skin. Nice and soft.
Look at all that gray hair I did have back in the day.
That's crazy. You know, what a year and a half can do with working doing a show with me. How much that changed. Man.
Dude, I was at the gym the other day. I don't know if the lighting was bad.
And someone called you grandpa?
I felt like it. I'm looking. I'm like, oh, my God. It's like, what are we doing? What is this? This is the very first Elimination Chamber.
Where I don't give a fuck who wins. They're probably not going to.
I actually have a rooting interest in somebody.
I know you do.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
This is the first Elimination Chamber that has 5 baby faces, only 1 heel, and the heel is probably going to be the one. Is probably the most popular currently heading into this match.
I think if you're talking about like just on-screen characters right now, you're right. But I mean, we know obviously Randy is probably the most popular out of all 5 or 6 of these people.
The most respected.
And he'll always get cheers.
Oh yeah.
Even when he turns heel, people are going to be fucking pumped.
Did you hear the other part real quick about Randy Orton? We didn't grab this clip from Orton from McAfee. He said he was going to change his music. He was thinking about it. He didn't like voices anymore. And then he came back from the injury a few years ago.
You go back to Burning My Light?
No, they was going to do something completely different.
I'm surprised they haven't yet.
And the crowd in Lyon, France.
Sung it.
And then the next crowd.
Yep.
And then they came back to the
And
States.
now everyone fucking sings it.
Yeah, and Orton's like,
Because we got 10,000 Whitney Houstons in the crowd that think they can sing.
But Rand, it was so funny.
Talk to me.
Talk to me. It was so funny because Orton's like, dude, I hear Trick Williams, I hear his music. I'm like, I want that. Like, I want that.
It's one line and they get to say it over and over again.
Yeah, like, I want that.
Yeah.
So here we are. Here's the competitors again: Jey Uso, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Randall Keith Orton, Cody Rhodes, and L.A.
Full
Knight.
ass government name. Don't forget the junior.
Yeah, that's right. So I guess it's easy to say, well, what do you think? But let me dive in a few angles
How
here.
quickly can Jay take the first fall?
That was my very first question. You read my mind.
Oh, my God. Please, because you know his dumb ass is going to be like,
Man.
one day he's going to get pinned and be like, well, can we just like,
You
lost.
You want to know how the official Trick Williams babyface turns happens? I'll tell you right now.
Double turn.
It's going to be a real double turn. Jey Uso does the whole running back thing. The fans ain't feeling it. He goes to the top of the cell, whatever, and Trick Williams comes.
No, they're still fucking cheering for it because fans are marks and it just is what it is. But
The thing, it's a cool thing to do, but then it's overused and stuff like
it's
that.
every time you come out now. It's like, okay. Like,
So somebody in this match has to work as a heel. And the tricky thing about this match and booking this match, I think this is the one time where I'm going to look at the writing team and say, you got a bit of a challenge on your hands. Because Trick Williams is technically the only heel in this match.
technically.
But he's one of the most popular guys in this match.
Not technically.
So you have to identify someone to work this match as a heel, just for this match. And that guy probably is going to have to be Jey Uso.
I mean, you could always just have Trick start the match, and then he can kind of just work everyone as a heel. And I think since Randy and Cody have faced each other recently enough, and the title has been kind of that in the center folded that. LA Knights obviously can work as a heel. That's his style, is actually more heelish.
Yeah, it is.
He can in this situation, because the overall goal is to get to a title shot, you can get away with having 5 baby faces in the match because there is an overarching goal. It's not like a fatal 4-way just to have a fatal 4-way and there's 3 baby faces and 1 heel, and like if you win, you don't get anything. You just win the match. Like there's a bigger prize at the end of this 5 baby face, 1 heel rainbow that they all want to get to, where they can all basically say, I don't care where my character lines up, I want to win that, so fuck all 5 of you other guys. I'm trying to pin you all. Like, there are very few matches that can do that. I think the Royal Rumble's another one where, like, you can kind of, like, yeah, there's a little allegiances here or there, but every man for themselves.
Right.
You know? Hell, Jay threw out Jimmy 2 years ago, whatever it was. So, yeah, two Rumbles ago. So, I mean, this is a thing, like, you could do to just say, fuck it. They can all go crazy. I'd imagine after this we'll know a lot more about where people are going to go, and let's try to do this thing where we don't give Cody every single possible accomplishment.
And that's going to be the trick. That's the other tricky thing.
Tricky Dick.
Because here's the thing.
Man, why did Bronson Reed have to tear his fucking... That poor Masked Man, he's getting no breaks. All these guys keep going down with injuries.
Apparently, it's a psychic or something. I don't know. But that's the tricky thing about all. Like, I love that Cody's in this match. I don't know if it's just an internet thing or it's a real thing that fans are feeling that they don't want to see Cody and Drew at WrestleMania. I don't know if that's just an internet bitching and moaning type of situation or that's a real. I mean, I wouldn't mind Drew and Cody.
It's not a main event
at Mania, but it's not. It's not a fresh. I actually have an idea that's fresh in my head. So I don't think they're gonna do it. Maybe they'll surprise us. I want Trick Williams to win this match.
I would be okay with it. I don't know how that really works with Drew, but I'd be okay with it.
If Trick Williams wins this match, they're saying to the writers and WWE is saying Trick Williams is our next mega star, our next superstar. Trick Williams walks into WrestleMania as a top-level babyface if Trick wins this match. Drew's going to obviously maintain his heel work. It's Drew McIntyre. That's what he does.
God, but is he a heel? They're doing a really good job of blurring some lines with some of these guys. Because like he hasn't lied about really anything.
I know.
And again, we talked about the best heel characters are ones that see everything.
But he can revert back to
like making excuses and all that stuff.
Not even making excuses. Drew can flat out just say like, "Hey, I'm the best.
You
don't belong here," or something like that. I mean, don't go Triple H, Booker T here, WrestleMania Night 2. Don't do that.
Do you wonder why I think this isn't going to work at all? Well, I think this match is a waste of time.
Oh, no. Do not tell me they're going to do that multi-man at Mania. That is such a cop-out if they do that.
This is a waste.
That's a cop-out.
If Jacob Fatu finds his way
to do that.
What I think is going to happen is Cody's going to win this. Randy's going to be revealed as Jacob Fatu's attacker. You get Orton and Fatu. You get Cody and McIntyre at Mania. What they might do is just say, fuck all of it, because Drew's been attacking everybody. It's not just been Cody. It's been Randy. It's been everybody. They decide to book like a fatal 4-way with Randy, Cody, Drew, and Jacob. I don't think all of these guys will be in it, obviously. The Raw guys will go back to their home. And then Trick, he'll fill in either insert mid-card title with Carmelo or he'll go into the, Andre. But I mean, like, and probably win it at that point. But I
know there's a storyline reason to do that.
But I don't like
that.
At some point, they're going to have to pay it off who attacked Jacob and took him out of action for 3 fucking months. Like they did it with Naomi. It took some time, but they did it. And this is when you pay off these stories. Now going into WrestleMania season, after this show, we need to know what the fuck's going on. So, one person will win this chamber, maybe.
So here's the lineup that I'm thinking: Drew versus Trick at WrestleMania for the title.
You're hoping, because you don't actually think that's going to happen. You're hoping.
I'm strongly hoping.
Yeah,
I'm strongly
yeah.
speaking it
Okay,
into existence.
I'm glad. Yeah, that's the
I'm-
mindset you're
I'm
taking.
strongly-
I appreciate that.
I'm strongly,
At least we understand.
I don't want to be disappointed on
At
Saturday.
least we understand. You're not actually saying this is going to happen. You're saying you hope strongly it's going to happen.
And
That's good.
then, God, I will say this: I love that Cody and Sammy interaction last week. I know Sammy reverted back and apologized. I get that, and I know fans are upset, but I like the fact that it was scripted that way because you don't just flip on one side.
What if
I would like Cody, Sammy, honestly in a one-on-one, but you could add Jacob Fatu, and then you could slowly operate Sami Zayn. That's how you adapt the slow heel turn. He's the one crying and moaning about never, ever finishing his story, and he's the one blaming everybody else. And nobody wants to see Sammy finish the story. Nobody cares about Sammy. I would love to see Sammy emerge as a major heel player, either going into WrestleMania or post-WrestleMania. I think Cody and Sammy is the way to do that.
What if Sammy's the one who attacked Jacob out of jealousy? Because Jacob was gearing up essentially to be a world title contender right away.
I would be open to it.
I mean, if you don't want to turn Randy, because they just don't apparently ever. I mean,
Yeah, I think now we're. I mean, we
they've
did
waited-
this show. We did this exact show last year, and we said the same thing about John Cena, and look what happened.
Listen, if Randy Orton kicks Cody Rhodes in the dick at Elimination Chamber after Cody pins him to win it, which very well be the final two.
Yeah,
Could be Randy and Cody.
Could be.
It most likely will be Randy and Cody in the final two. Oh man!
But he would get massively cheered though if he
At
did that.
first, I think it'd be shock, just because again, now they've just decided that these people that have been in their lives for so, and it's always Cody. Every year, someone who's really close to Cody kicks him in the dick at Elimination Chamber. Like that'd be hilarious.
Can't have any more kids at some point.
I almost wonder if Triple H wants to do that as the gag for when Cody gets into the Hall of Fame one day. Well, I'm glad we didn't have this induction ceremony during the Elimination Chamber because then someone come up here and kick me in the dick. Like you're just waiting for a lion just to throw that out there.
You know
like
what?
10 years from now.
If that happens, I'm gonna need Cody to show up next Friday with wearing a D cup.
Like I want to see a bulge, and not because his nickname is
Yeah,
Raheem.
man. Dude, you guys just show up and like, dude, I'm sick of this treatment.
You ready? He just hits it.
Yeah.
Puts the mic up to it.
Raheem is here.
Raheem is covered. Fully. Double XL cup. Do it again.
My wife got me a big one. Bro, chill.
That's a Vince line if I ever heard one.
Yeah, it is.
My wife got me a big one, pal.
Like, bro, chill, man.
How do you say acquitted of all charges, brother?
Bro, man.
Oh my god.
All right, who's winning this match?
Oh, fucking Cody. Do you want who I hope or do I think is who I think is going to win?
Okay, give me both.
I hope Javon wins it. Because it's different and it's fresh and people are into Javon. Like, and it's a good story because he's not going anywhere on Raw. I don't see him fighting Dom, even though I predicted it. Like, I don't think that needs to be the thing. Probably gonna get Finn and Dom. Like
That'll be a great match, by the way.
And with Drew, like the Cody shit, I just don't care. Like it was fun while it was going on for fucking 18 months, but like it's over. Like let's move the fuck on and give someone Drew kind of overlooks a little bit. Like, oh, it's Javon. Yeah, you're cool. You can do your flips, but can you really make it in the ring? Like, yeah, cool. Like that's, and then I don't care who wins that match. If Javon wins, great. If he doesn't, he got put in that spot, and that's awesome. Like that's great, and it's a stepping stone for him into a lot bigger stuff, Money in the Bank, whatever. So now he's been there. He knows what it takes to get to that point. Now how can you do it? But it will be Cody who wins the match. If it was the World Heavyweight title, I'd give it to LA Knight. But it's he's not going to be. He may be in the final three, but he's not going to win.
And I hate to say it, Drew McIntyre, LA Knight. That's not WrestleMania.
That's not a match. No. As it currently stands, that is not a WrestleMania match. Though with Bronson Reed getting hurt, so we think, there is a door open now for LA Knight that wasn't before. Though it may still be closed pretty quickly at Elimination Chamber, because that was probably going to be his opponent, I would imagine. And now who the fuck knows? It better not be Brock. That's a bad
Yeah.
match. Who the fuck wants to watch
Yeah.
LA Knight versus Brock Lesnar? That'd be one of the guys I want to do the Brock Lesnar Open Challenge with.
Yeah.
'Cause I ain't got no match at WrestleMania. Yeah. But I want one. Yeah. So I'm here to fight Brock. Yeah. Like, I'm here to get my ass kicked in 3 minutes. But like no, it's Cody. I think it's easy to hope for everyone else, but there is a 0% chance anyone else wins this match, not named Cody Rhodes. Does it mean that it's only going to be Cody and Drew? No, but Cody will win this match.
You know what? If we're going by percentages, I'll lower it just a bit. I'll say 85% Cody. I'll say 10% Randy. If you want a little bit of something different,
It's
maybe.
not, because Drew and Randy have had world title
But
matches before.
but 10% and then 5% Trick Williams. 5%. There's just sometimes
It's a little high.
this
It's a little high.
this writing team at they have been accused of not being able to pivot. And Trick Williams right now is on fire.
You assume that this is going to be the
I'm
moment.
just speaking it into existence.
They say, "Oh, Cody, yeah, we don't like him that much. Let's go with Trick."
They've been rewriting the show a ton of times, man. They've been
Fuck.
rewriting
No,
WrestleMania.
they know who they want to wrestle.
I know they
Hey,
won.
look, the matches may change, but they know who's going to be in the
I
mega
know,
matches.
I get it, but
Yeah, the players haven't changed. The matches have.
I-
The
I-
players are just flip flopping around.
I get. Listen. I understand. I get it, but that place will erupt if Trick Williams
like
gets this W.
It's like a crime board with no new suspects. It's like a Cody and Brock and this guy here and this guy here. He's tied to him, but wait, what if he's tied to him instead and he's here? Like those players don't change, unfortunately.
Doesn't work for me, brother.
Gotta change in the day of the show, pal.
I hope it's Trick Williams, but Raheem.
We all have hopes.
Yeah. Now, meanwhile, you have the women's
And
Elimination
the other
Chamber.
edition of what the fuck are we doing here?
Hey,
Hey, you know what? I mentioned this too. Shout out big time to Kiana fucking James.
Yep.
Who is my dark horse in this match, just from a standpoint of she picked up Nia Jax twice. If there's someone who's got some strength in those bones, not named Rhea Ripley or Bianca Belair or Raquel, in this case, it is Kiana.
And her promo afterwards, like when she
Good.
she's like, look,
She's
I've been out there studying.
She's been watching because she's been forced to be a fucking manager with a briefcase for Julia, who has not gotten over. So, like, this is a great opportunity to skip the line a little bit. I think she'll be in the final two.
And you know, real quick about Julie, what was funny about her, like she had her most notable moment in WWE last week when she basically she stomped Rhea Ripley.
Yep.
Like that was her most well-known moment in on the main roster in WWE.
When she made Wade Barrett jump out of his chair, that was it.
So you got James, you got Asuka, Raquel Rodriguez, Alexa Bliss, Tiffany Stratton, and Rhea Ripley. Tiffany Stratton, by the way, said on one of the ESPN shows today, I think Rich Eisen, says she felt like her character has been stale for the last year. I mean, she's not wrong, but she's like,
Which is
since
ironic
winning,
because she was champion for most of that time.
well, she says since winning the championship, like things, you know, she's the stories have for her felt stale. It doesn't help either in her case that her and Nia Jax are like legitimate best friends, and like you could tell they had a tough time acting out their breakup at television. And
Well, her and the Nia and the Alexa stuff too. That's also because Nia was just a bad pro wrestler at that point. But like, yeah, it was hard to believe because like, why is Alexa bullying Nia when she knows that Nia could crush her at any point? Didn't make a lot of sense. But like, yeah, Tiffany's just unfortunately been typecast as Barbie, or just like how Mariah May, Blake Monroe now has been typecast as Sabrina Carpenter of WWE. I mean, this is just what it is. So she's kind of stuck unless she shows up like Rhea one day. Remember, Rhea at one point was coming through the blonde hair
that's
and
right.
stuff. Then all of a sudden she dyed it. It was dark. It was slicked back. Okay, now she looks like that.
And she became a franchise player for
Because
WWE.
she looked different. Like we've seen the blonde haired, pushed up, tit stuff with Trish Stratus and everything too and all that. And that's not me taking a shot. That's me just saying that type has been seen.
Right.
We haven't seen anyone look like Rhea since China. And even China was kind of dolled up because it was a different era.
Mm-hmm.
Like Rhea don't fucking care. I mean, she'll show some cake and we don't mind. But like still, she's badass.
Right.
And even though she's only 5'7", she can still kick your ass. So I mean, like,
And that's the crazy thing. the way she's presented, I swear every time we go to a live event and Rhea's at the live event, I'm like, she's that short.
She's like she gets
On
presented.
television, she looks like she's like 6'2", 6'3".
She's presented like a monster. Raquel is actually 6 feet tall. So, but when they stand next to each other, you could see it. Like, oh, okay. But like, yeah.
So, is there any way for Rhea not to win this match?
Yes. I don't know if she's going to win this match. I think this is a little more open, but not by much.
And again, remember, the winner of this match will face
Jade.
Jade Cargill at WrestleMania.
I think Tiffany is the favorite to win this match. She's doing media. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
So and she just came back and all that stuff, and she never really got a reason. Tiffany doesn't have another avenue to WrestleMania. She almost has to face Jade.
Yeah.
Rhea, she still has a tag team with Io. Io's not in
Rhea,
this
you
match.
can legitimately put her anywhere on the card.
In this situation, because it will not hurt Rhea, my final three, I know we do Royal Rumble, stuff like that, but I'd have Tiffany, Rhea, and Kiana. I'd have Kiana pin Rhea. Because she's pinned Alexa,
Mm-hmm.
which she'll do again in this match, maybe.
Right.
She's pinned Charlotte. Can you imagine if she said, I've pinned those two and Rhea Ripley all in about a 2-month span? Like, that's game changer shit right there.
And then Kiana will be going for the U.S. Championship.
And then someone that could actually like use it to put it over more, and they can speak English better.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's where your turn
It's-
happens.
It's the only problem is, and Julia can speak good English. They just don't let her talk. So it's like, okay, you're kind of not really utilizing the fact that you have a Japanese superstar who like knows how to speak English fairly well. Like, hey, this, and her stardust got bigger. Like, so she may not get this, but I mean, she's close.
If the Raw title was up for grabs,
Raquel,
she
Or
will
Rhea.
shine. Raquel will shine
She'll
in
do
this
some power
match.
shit.
She's not going to win this, but
Yeah.
she will shine.
who takes the first pin? Hopefully, Asuka. No, knowing my lessons, Triple H has a Kenny Omega fetish for Asuka.
I know.
She'll probably be in the final too. Because Kairi Sane will find a way to get into the cage.
Who would? Let me go back to the men's match for a second. Who takes the first pin?
Oh, Jay.
Yeah.
Jay or Javon. I think. Unfortunately.
Javon's going to get the high flying moves.
So he may be out quick. That's why I say it's one of those.
But
two.
I mean, Javon's going to probably enter the match later on. I mean, we'll see.
If Bronson wasn't hurt, I would have said LA Knight. But
One other thing, too. I know this is television and pro wrestling and stuff like that. Jey Uso, when your opponent is hurt, injured, remember, this is a TV show. You got to still do your job. And
Nope. No yeet.
No. Like, dude, you got to still play out the match. You can actually see, too, with the official. I think honestly, it might have happened on the air. It didn't even happen to a commercial when the official, I think they were both, everyone was outside of the ring in front of the announcer's table. And you could see the official talking to Jay. He was probably telling him at that moment, hey, buddy, you're going to win this match. Because the ref was with Jay for like a solid 45 seconds.
Then Jay got excited.
Man,
Damn it.
that's the problem with Jay. It's just no fundamentals. Like, dude, you have it right there. All right.
So we thought that the original match, at least I did, was going to be Charlotte and Jade because Bianca apparently. Now, there is a asterisk with Bianca because though she released those photos,
Okay.
did they really just happen? Do we really expect that she just sat there for a year and waited to get this
Do
surgery?
you believe this, or are you just talking this into existence?
Listen, motherfucker.
Do you believe this?
These people at WWE, just like they want me to believe that everyone in the fucking Vision all of a sudden just dropped dead. Like, I cannot trust them with injuries anymore. When they pulled the curtain back on Seth and faked that knee injury, when he went on national television and said, yeah, it's an ACL, I'm out for about a year, and then showed up a week later, dropped the fucking crutches and ran down to the ring, they lost all credibility anytime they say someone's hurt. All of it. All of it. I need to be there in person to watch the fucking surgery. Like a 2000s drama on the C-fucking-W. To know that they're actually under the knife. If not, who the fuck knows what's going on? I don't. You calling the surgeon? I don't got their number. I can't do it. No clue. No clue. She could have got that shit back in June. And she's just been hanging out, waiting for that moment, for that fucking crate to open. We don't fucking know. We don't fucking know. Telling you. These people, man, they're fucking with you. Hard.
I don't even have a defense.
There is none. It's happened. It's happened to us. We sat here.
Yeah,
We were like,
I know.
man,
I
Seth,
know.
that's fucking crazy. He just won the title. This is
And
ridiculous.
the dude was on freaking Rich Eisen like the next day. It was like, yeah, I'm hurt. It was tough for me to walk into the studio.
He did multiple media appearances.
He worked
with
the
it.
show, man. And now they're all hurt, supposedly.
Supposedly, which I don't know if that's still a topic or not, but we'll get into that.
2 minutes from now, we're talking Vision.
Great. Do you think Rhea's going to win this?
I think she's the odds-on favorite.
Is she?
I mean, you bring up a good point about Tiffany.
And Io's not in this
A
match
solid
either.
point about
Yeah,
Tiffany.
and they're still tag champions, so like I don't know.
Alexa Bliss has an outside chance.
Dude, does she?
An outside chance.
I still see that women's tag team match being a thing at WrestleMania where they want to get all these stars into one match.
And because it's Jade. But that's the other thing. Because it's Jade and she's a heel, there's not a ton of options from this match that you could just...
Well, this is more balanced for you, at least. There's 3 faces and 3 heels.
Yeah, it is balanced. But even looking at the... Okay, if you evaluate just the baby faces in this match, the bottom 3.
Yeah.
Tiffany, Rhea, and
Because
Alexa.
babyface is always bottom.
Yeah, they don't play Dom.
Well, one got played by Dom.
That's right.
Giggity.
Hey, shout out to Dom, man. Shout out to Dom.
Can't wait for that Roxanne Perez storyline 5 years from now.
Hey,
Judgment Day
man.
still cooking.
Hey, man.
He'll only be 31 or whatever.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Dom, just because we don't talk about you on this show every week, you do great work every single week.
You do great work just standing there doing this.
I'm right. Yeah, Tiffany.
It's just it's kind of she has no other path, and they're not going to keep her off the card. If you're wondering,
But she's not going to dominate. She will win. She
Yeah.
won't dominate this match.
No, she'll win it
Yeah.
because she wanted to pin Rhea at the end. She'll pin Kiana,
After Kiana.
pins Rhea.
I like that.
I see that.
I like that. Asuka will probably eliminate Alexa.
Because you're going to give Asuka something. Yeah.
And they may you could
Raquel can eliminate Asuka. That's her moment. Rhea can eliminate Raquel because that's a story. It's always
Yeah.
and that's going to feed into the tag team match. Like
and
we
you can
talked
run
about.
that match on Raw on Monday.
Well, they have thousands of fucking times.
1,001.
Yeah, fuck.
Do it again.
But then I'm telling you, Kiana pinning Rhea is what they need to do. That you talk about pivoting, that's a big pivot because
I'm very interested to see how the crowd reacts to Kiana.
It's more damaging, I think, for Tiffany to pin Rhea than it is for Kiana to pin Rhea.
I agree. Yeah.
Unless you're trying to tell a longer story about a Tiffany versus Rhea match, which I'm not particularly fond of seeing at this point.
No.
So
No, their worlds are not
they're not together.
aligned right now
No.
anyway.
Maybe
to do
someday,
that
but
story.
I'm not really interested in like 5 years from now. Remember when I pinned you in Elimination Chamber? I don't care. Like that's not everything needs to be a story for 10 years from now.
Remember when I beat you at WrestlePalooza?
That's gonna be a thing again this year.
Oh man. Yeah, they're done. Vision's done. What are you talking about? You gonna try to convince me that the Vision's not done? They're done. This is it. It's over. It's finished. The Bronson Reed. It was announced on Raw that what are you on television? He injured was his
Torn
shoulder.
bicep.
Yeah, he's out indefinitely, several months. So no Masked Man story. No. Hey, by the way, loved that. I don't love the injury. The injury sucks. But loved that later in the show, like 3 segments later, here comes Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman is just right there.
Hitching his wagon.
Yeah, it's right there.
So the wheels that aren't broken off
Yeah.
yet. That's Old Faithful. Look at that,
Yeah.
guys. Gosh, look at that. He showed up more than Roman this week.
So all 3 members of the original Vision
Are hurt.
are out of action. Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed. Technically, you still have Austin Theory and Logan Paul, but the group is done. This is it. You even had to kill the Masked Man storyline.
They didn't kill him yet.
So
He ain't dead yet.
I think this is it.
They can't.
This is
not-
what happens. This is what happens when you fake injuries. You get real injuries,
Yeah.
and it kills your storyline.
Well, I remember the Masked Man could still be a thing because either way because the two guys that we thought that person would feud with are still healthy. So if it's against Austin Theory, Grayson Waller can still pop up. If it's against Logan Paul, it can still be Bad Bunny. That still works. So that story isn't dead yet. They'll still find a way to incorporate that person to being one of those two people. I think that's still safe. There are one of three things that are true in this scenario. I do not believe this group is dead. But there are three different scenarios.
I think they're last ride.
No, let me, just hear these out. So, scenario one. They're all fucking not hurt. Now, this is something that, besides Seth. Seth is hurt. Because he actually had the stuff and he was doing the full thing and it was a full sell. There's a possibility this is a Paul Heyman thing where it's like, yes, we're going to tell them that Braun Breaker flipped a table and the guy who squats 600,000 pounds tore his or got a hernia from flipping a fucking announce table. Yeah, cool. And Bronson Reed on a fucking and it when he fell over. He fell over. He did a half roll. And he fucking tore his bicep. Okay.
He broke out the pin.
Sure he did.
Yeah, do a commercial.
Sure he did. They didn't kick out early. Sure he did.
You see it right there.
Yeah. He totally got all in that. He got all of it. No. There is a very, very likely scenario where because the mask guys started coming back right before Braun's injury, Paul was like, we need to be thinking ahead of this here. Seth's going to have a plan. He's going to have people he's recruiting. We need to make sure that we catch him off guard. He thinks that everyone's getting hurt. That way when he does come back and try to take me out, I got my boys ready. That's plan. That's option number one, that Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker aren't actually injured. If only they had faked an injury before and put someone else over, that didn't really matter at the end of the day. LA Knight. If they only ever did that before, right? So it has literally been done like 6 months ago, not even. Option number two. This is Austin Theory's chance to shine. More likely Logan Paul, but Austin Theory's chance to shine. All right. Our soldiers are down. Take over.
I love the meme, by the way, of, you take a job or whatever, like you look around the office and you're like, I didn't mean to be the one to be this important at work. You're looking around like,
I was an intern 2 weeks ago, and now
holy
all of a sudden,
crap, I'm like the senior member of the team
I'm
right
like
now.
the vice president of the company now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I have to take a meeting in like 5 minutes. But like this is one of those things where it's like, hey, and then Austin Theory starts to recruit. He goes to someone like Grayson Waller and says, you done? You done being an ass clown for the New Day? Let's go. Like, we can do something with this. Like, give him the responsibility and see if he can take it.
If they went with that story, I actually would like that story. If
Might
they
be
went
good.
with that story,
And
Grayson Waller would lock in.
And I'd start on Monday, and I get Austin Theory and Mike and say whatever you want. You want a promo? I'm not giving you one. Say whatever the fuck you want. Go out there. I'm giving you 10 minutes. Say whatever's on your mind. All the years you've been fucking used by Vince, by whoever, name drop anybody you want. Say whatever you want. Here, take the mic. Go. Now or never, kid. We know Braun's going to be a WrestleMania main eventer. We know that Logan Paul is Logan Paul. We know that Bronson's a monster. You, now. Your time. Your time. Do it.
Open the show, too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Open the show.
Hell yeah. I wouldn't even do his music. I'd have him just come out and just go. Just go the fuck off. You're tired of it. You're tired of it. Even when you come back and do this group now, people still don't think you're enough. Like, go in. Option 3. And what I think would be my favorite option, even though I love Austin Theory and I wouldn't mind that second one. There's someone in that fucking crate. No, I'm not going to say Chris Jericho is going to lead the division. Though that would be cringy as fuck.
You don't want more of the learning tree?
Nope. There's a certain North American or former North American champion who just dropped his title. Who better to lead the new vision than Ethan Page? Welcome to the main roster. Open the crate. Ethan's in there. Don't know how I got out for NXT, but they found a way to get me in and out. I'm here. Roll with it. And then Ethan Page is your new leader. That obviously seeds that when Braun comes back from his injury. Bronson has always been kind of like the, I'll do whatever kind of thing. Cool, I'll just beat people up. So he doesn't really matter as much.
Yeah.
But then Bronson can have the feud, and then obviously Seth will tie into all this too. This also plays into my thing that Ethan is a sleeper agent for Seth, that kind of stuff. He's been the one that's been attacking the guys. Now he's the leader of the Vision. He infiltrated the group. Paul Heyman got so excited. He's like, I snagged another good one. I said another person is going to be a feature main eventer. And eventually they can do a double turn with Seth and be like, got him.
I love all those ideas. And I can't wait to tell you next week none of it's going to happen.
They're not just going to disappear.
I can't wait to tell you that. I
Logan
can't wait
Paul,
next week.
especially Logan Paul, they're not taking him off TV.
Oh, no. They'll be there.
So Paul Heyman will still be working with these two gentlemen.
Well, here's where I think things will get interesting.
Brock's not on TV for the next 3 weeks, dude. He's going to have to do something.
I get that. But I get that. But would we see Paul Heyman kind of track away from those guys a little bit? I don't know.
No, because he said they were the future of WrestleMania. I think he still believes in them. He said all 4 of the people in the ring were all future WrestleMania main eventers. If he only had said Braun Breaker, then, okay, he doesn't really... He was there for Braun, not all these guys. He made it known that he thinks all 4 are young enough and will be in the business long enough to be in that event, in those spots. So I think he's still going to be tied to these two. If it ends up just being these two.
Can I rank the ideas that you just presented, though?
I kind of know what order you're going to go in.
What do you think I'm going to say?
Option 1 is the worst.
No.
You like Austin Theory the one best, probably, I would think.
Absolutely.
Because it's actually, like, not predictable.
Absolutely.
Who thinks that Austin Theory is going to open the show next week with no music come out there and just pipe bomb fucking everybody? I'm talking Waller. I'm talking Vince. I'm talking Triple H.
And you say Vince's name, too.
You say his full fucking name.
You say his name.
You say his full legal adult name. Like it's presented in a fucking lawsuit. Oh, wait. Like you say it.
I love the Austin. I would say the Austin Theory
You want him to
idea.
get over? You want people to actually start giving a fuck about Austin Theory? Like, do it. Do it. Do it. What else do you need? What other sign does God need to send? Like
Because the Austin Theory investment is worth it. I don't know if I would like the Ethan Page idea unless there is a bigger story to go along with it.
Well, the end game of that would be that Austin Theory and Ethan Page were all plants by Seth.
Gotcha.
And eventually you get the 3-on-3. You get Logan Paul, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker versus Seth, Ethan Page, and Austin Theory.
Gotcha.
That's like the end game if you want to go that route.
Yeah.
It's very unlikely, but I like Ethan being in that spot.
Yeah.
At least
yeah.
at the beginning.
But again, if Ethan is in that spot, at least in the short term, that would kind of hurt Austin Theory.
Of course.
In the short term.
So we think. But again, if the long game would be because they're both in it together and he knows what's going on, that's one thing. So
those are all great ideas. Phenomenal ideas. I love the Austin Theory idea. If that actually happens.
What else do they need to do? Like, and you know what's going to happen? They're going to give it to Logan, and Logan's going to pick it up, and he's going to be the one talking all the time because he's already done that. He's taken the mic.
Yeah.
Which we know Logan can talk. He is exactly what he is. He is exactly what he is. He's Logan Paul. He's a special attraction. He's like Brock. He's like these guys that don't need to be around a title because they just draw their own interest. But Austin Theory could be one of the guys.
You got to convince people that Austin Theory is not just, that's just Austin Theory, but he's the guy. Because if you do that, you have an asset.
What's the point? Like, what's the point of signing this dude? What's the point of he's on these lists that everyone else talks about as like all his potential, and he's the top 10 under 15 under 30.
Because it doesn't even feel like we've seen his character even still. Like, he has a mean. It looks like he has a mean face. He doesn't like what's going on. Like, you're not actually booking him to be successful.
He needs to lead. Like he needs.
And Logan has proven that he can follow.
Yeah,
like it's not like Logan Paul.
Logan's not
has too big of a personality where he can't follow. Logan has followed. He fought the entire time. Braun Breaker.
Logan is like a leader in the way that Seth was a leader when it was part of the Authority.
Mm-hmm.
He needs like stooges with him. He needs like Jamie Noble and fucking whatever. Joey Mercury. There style. There you go. Joey fucking Mercury reference on our show. But like
Wrestler of the year.
right in Canada, right in winner, right in winner at the bottom, little star next to it. But like that's the group he needs to lead if he ever wants to be a champion, that kind of stuff, like main level champion. He doesn't need to be a part of a group of these guys.
Yeah,
because he's not. He's when it comes to star power, for long term WWE, these three have more than him as far as like long term investment, that kind of stuff. Logan won't be here forever. He'll get bored eventually and do something else. Like that's just how it is. So invest in Austin Theory, give him the space, and like I've always said, sink or swim.
he's got 10 minutes.
Either gonna fucking kill it, and people are gonna be like, "Holy shit," or they're gonna be like, "That fucking sucked. That was pretty bad. He don't got it."
And that's that.
Then you figure it the fuck out, and that way you can move on. You can really invest in the people that you know are over, like Oba, Braun, those kind of guys, or you can look and go, "Well, we gotta find a way to get them all in there because this dude's fucking doing. That was crazy. Like, yeah. So, I want it to be so good that Triple H points at him afterwards.
This is what we do. This is what we do. Speaking of what we do, a lot more. Now I feel guilty doing this next topic after the break. Are these real injuries?
Dude,
what we are going to talk about, though, because
I swear to God, like if you really are faking these injuries, man, like I may stop watching.
what we are going to talk about.
It's just like, dude, what are we doing?
So, a lot of chatter has been about the lack of house shows, and now, guys aren't taking care of themselves. Like, could that Bronson Reed, if that was a real thing, could that have been avoided with more reps and things like that? We're going to play a clip from Randy Orton from earlier today when we come back from break. Because Randy talked about, he's like, dude, LA Knight last year wrestled the most amount of matches. He says like 65.
It was a low number, yeah.
And Randy Orton's like, dude, from like 2006 to 2013, I wrestled 180 matches per year. And then there was one year he wrestled well over 200. So we'll talk about that when we come. Like, would more house shows mean less injuries? And that's for both WWE and AEW. So we'll talk about that when we come back. And then later on, WrestleMania. Is it still WrestleMania to you? Or do you agree with AJ Styles that lost a little bit of his flair? That WrestleMania is not WrestleMania.
He was like, "Fuck."
So
didn't catch that on the sound check, did you? Guess what? Guess what's next? Spacebar.
We'll be right back.
The one thing I've noticed too, like when people walk into the store, like even if they've had a rough day, whatever, is you can see, like, because we're right here at the front, we can see people walk in. As soon as they walk through those doors, the expression changes.
Yeah, it does.
Immediately.
Their eyes open up. They're like,
Oh, my
whoa,
goodness.
look at this place.
I mean, the kids are always excited.
Oh,
But
yeah.
even the parents are like, I gotta take my kids to the kid. They're like, oh, this is actually kind of cool. I love seeing that expression just change with everyone when they walk through.
For sure.
it.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, it's all about the experience here. We've got that. We've got the train set up with the amusement park ride, which is a tribute to an old park that used to be in Cleveland called Euclid Beach Park, closed in '69. But it's got all these little rides, miniature rides, and you can hit a button, and these rides start moving and making carnival noises, and it's just really cool. We just added another wall of old candy boxes. Some are from like the 20s, and we have a whole wall of.
What should fans who might be watching you here in Cleveland for the first time, hey, they look you up on the website, on the app, they call you, what should they expect?
Yeah, I mean, first off, between me and my team, you're going to get one of us. If you want to deal directly with the man, you're more than welcome to. I don't mind. I love working with customers because I look at it this way. I have a lot of good life experience financially. I said 12 years of banking. I've got now 2.5 years of insurance. I have a lot of money and just kind of life and financial stuff knowledge. So that's what I look to do, is to truly help people get from that point A to point B financially. It's not about just, saving money on auto insurance, sure, but if I can kind of turn that into a better discussion, really help people understand what actually insurance does, why it's important, because it's not a tangible. I joke when I leave that I lock the office door so no one steals all the insurance, but there's not just insurance laying around. So like there's just it's kind of a mystery kind of component in people's lives that they think is a scam and all the different things you hear. It's not. I mean, it can feel like it sometimes. I'm not even going to say that it doesn't, but if you understand how it works and understand and have a person who you can go to help with those kind of situations, that's what we're here to do. That's what my team's here to do. That's what I'm here to do, and that's what I take a lot of pride and have a lot of passion in, obviously, as you can probably tell. So,
Well, I mean, I know you said the joke, hey, we lock the door so no one steals the insurance, but it's exactly right.
Small business owners are superheroes, but nowadays running your business means doing so inside your shop and on social media. That's why you should make Omega Video Marketing your sidekick.
With a decade of content creation experience, I create dynamic, informative, and fun videos for your specific social needs that will increase brand awareness, get you more followers, and keep your social pages and websites current and fresh.
I offer flexible pricing and turn times and will work with you to understand your brand and your story. All of that comes from the heart. My award-winning expertise is just the cherry on top. So let's get connected. After all, your brand is the alpha and my expertise is the omega.
Omega Video Marketing. You know, the last time we was here in studio, you saw her logo for half the show.
Yep.
So you know that.
So we're not going to talk about it anymore. Now he knows I did the fucking spin. Now he's like, yeah, do it. Now get stuck on mine.
Man, Megan does phenomenal work. Omega Video Marketing. You want to get your business out. You own a small business. If you're a content creator, you want to get your word out. Emmy Award winning producer Megan Gallagher. We have on her records 4-time Emmy Award winning producer. My guess that will soon be 5-time.
You're talking that into existence like you are Trick Williams winning the Elimination Chamber.
But this one I'm a little bit more confident in.
Yeah, we're way more. This is not like, a 5%. This is more like probably closer to 100.
Yeah, this one I'm a little bit more confident in. But Megan does a great job getting your business out there, especially, again, if you're here in Northeast Ohio, Greater Cleveland. I mean, she's all over the place. I'll just be honest. Like, she is all over the place getting your word out and letting people know what's going on with your business.
Yeah, events, or if it is just your business too, and trying to figure out those next steps to reach more people and to get more engagement across this great area. Meg is the person to reach out to. She knows how to press spacebar.
And can respond back to your emails, too, at MeganRG440 at gmail.com, MeganRG440 at gmail.com. I don't think you have to hit a space bar to type in that email.
No, but she will put plenty of spaces in while she fucking types out the email in response.
That's right.
It's almost like she uses that very frequently, and it should be like a thing that most people who use a laptop every single day know is an option to press.
That's right. So make sure you do that. Make it happen.
I'm good. We're like an hour and a half into the show, and I'm still giving you shit about this.
You know what's going to be sad? We're going to be working tomorrow, and I'm going to have in the back of my head, did I hit that space bar while I'm typing up my reports?
Yeah, you turned in a bunch of reports, but everything was all together. There was no spaces in between the words. Editors are like, fuck me.
What are you doing? Why does this guy work here? Like, what are you doing? It's like, yeah, we're gonna. Sarah tomorrow, like, hey, we gotta pivot immediately.
Anthony forgot to press space in all of his reports, so I need you all to go through with the space bar.
iHeart got back to us.
Yeah, that 10-station report you did.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh man.
I'm gonna come through the screen and smack the shit out of you.
You know what? We're just gonna. Yeah. Omega Video Marketing.
That's one way to get her attention.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Don't put spaces in between your words. Hey, Anthony, so I noticed on your work you decided just to forget the space bar existed. Like, what the fuck?
Do you not know what a run-on? You're just doing a run-on sentence?
Run-on sentence. That's the longest word. You ever read that one?
And you know the effed up part is you actually put your periods in there. What are you doing?
Periods in between. Looks like English hieroglyphics.
Right.
If I look close, I can find the words.
Right. Like, dude, all you had to do was bullet points.
He
That's
starts
it.
putting fucking dashes in instead of it. God, like it's code. Like,
what are you doing?
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Check out our network sponsor, Inside Edge Network, AllieRoseFragrances.com. These guys, Allison, she our coworker who uses her space bar, does a great. I can confirm. I've seen her reports.
Space is all between the words.
That's right.
Yep.
She also creates by hand these candles. She does a great job. I actually had this in my place over the last week, the frosted berry, and when you open the box, you could smell how phenomenal these candles are. I'm going to probably order the Snickerdoodle next. You want your home to smell fresh. You want it to smell nice. And here's the cool thing. If you're a first-time customer, we got a promo code, InsideEdge20, for first-time customers. You get 20% off your order. You can lump that in candles. You also have body mist. So if you have a significant other, we do have women who watch the show, so you have.
And we love all three of you.
Yes, yes, we do. Yes, we do. We've seen the numbers.
We love all 4% of you.
Yes, thank you.
It's more like 6.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in.
It's like our listeners in the fucking UK when you see the
I know,
YouTube
right?
analytics.
It's like, hey, do you have your insights for? Can we do a city by city break? No. Can we, how about state by? No. Okay, regionally? No. But in the UK.
Yeah, we got like 7% of our listeners from like the UK.
UK, we
they are
up.
crazy for pro wrestling so much that they listen to us.
They are.
Yeah.
They are. And they wanted to know what happened with Darby Allin earlier in the show.
And for that, I say pip pip dee doodly doo.
AllieRoseFragrances.com. Use the promo code InsideEdge20.
If you watched Drake and Josh as a kid, you got that. You probably didn't.
No, bro, I did not get that.
Because we're very, very, very far apart in age, so I wouldn't expect you to watch the same shows I did.
If it was an iCarly joke, I would have got it.
Pete was running around back when they were fucking throwing carrier pigeons out windows, so he doesn't no idea what the fuck we're talking about. TV shows, Pete. TV. Television. What comes after the TV? Yeah.
Did you watch all that? Probably not.
No.
No.
There's no fucking way you watched that.
All that?
Oh, no.
He's like, well, all of what?
Keenan and Kel.
I know Keenan and Kel, but I didn't watch it.
He knows Keenan Thompson because of Saturday Night Live.
Because he just hasn't gone away.
I've
doesn't fucking leave.
I actually watched.
Everyone else is fucking leaving. I'm not.
I actually watched Good Burger.
Okay.
The movie.
Which one?
The movie.
There's a sequel.
I only watched the first.
It's like Space Jam 2. It never happened.
It happened. Oh, trust me.
Space Jam 2
LeBron
never
will not
happened.
let you forget it. It fucking happened.
Although
that was a good movie.
I did watch it with my kids, so.
Please.
Space
Good
Jam
Burger
2?
was a great movie. Space Jam 2. I don't care if you argue Kobe 2. I don't care if you argue MJ and LeBron. You can go all day with that. You are not debating the movies.
I mean, I'm a little old for the original Space Jam.
You're a little old for a lot.
That's true.
Fucking moving cars.
Love Boat.
I still want to see your horse and buggy in the back. It's the fine stallion out there, brother.
By the way, Pete.
It took a while, but I eventually got a car that had power windows. So yeah.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, crank that soldier boy.
You. By the way, Pete, back, the typewriter days.
Uh-huh.
Did you use the space bar?
I did.
God, you fucking suck. Make a new battery. Call it Quad A. God.
Let's play this clip from Randy
Is there
Orton.
a quadruple A battery? Is that a dumb question?
I don't think those exist.
Let's make it even smaller.
Randy Orton was on the Pat McAfee show.
We're going to get copyright for this shit. Let's do it.
Earlier today. I think we got away with the McAfee thing last year.
Did we?
I think we did.
Let's roll the fucking dice again, baby.
Here we go.
I lived in Southside Pittsburgh from 2006 to 2010. Mario's after a Monday Night Raw. You and the guys had a room upstairs. You went there after Raw.
That was when he called DDP.
Maybe.
Did you say 06?
It was 06 to 010. I can't remember what year it was.
Okay, yeah, those are fun years.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I'm saying, and we talk a lot about being here at the Combine and the new generation. Like, you guys went out after events, and that's how you built camaraderie, I assume. Does the new generation do that at all? Is that how has the locker room kind of changed over the years, and like what do they do for camaraderie now?
I think that a lot has changed. So with social media and everybody having a recording device on them, so much has changed. And I was just talking about my wife and my kids, and I know they might be watching. I don't want to get into the exacts, but like we were always getting into something after the show.
Sure. Fucking bitches.
And I mean, I think last year I heard LA Knight wrestled 64 times, and that was the most anyone wrestled last year.
Yeah.
I mean, 64 times. I was averaging like 180 matches a year for 15 years.
Whew.
In 2013, I think I had like 220 something. So like times have changed, but that's a lot of nights out, with the guys. The camaraderie was, camaraderie galore. We had a lot of fun.
A lot of camaraderie.
Yeah.
And much. And God, be in so much trouble this day and age. So I think the guys now are smarter. They're more interested in getting up early and training the next day. Your body's your temple. You know what I'm saying? Times have changed. We used to put a lot of things in our body.
Yeah, here too, dude. Football's the same.
Yeah. So I think just like with football, I'm sure. I think a lot of that's the same. So I think they're getting together. They're hooking up. But they're doing on a safer, more respectable, smarter.
Do it on the low. Put your phones in the bowl. Do it on the low.
They're doing it safer.
I
love that.
They're wearing condoms.
That's my favorite part of the clip. They're doing it safer.
You ever get those Tootsie Roll Pops that have 2 wrappers on it? Yeah, we're doing it safer.
Courtesy of the Pat McAfee show.
God.
Oh, my God.
Yes, Randy, you're correct. They are doing it safer.
Yes.
They're just not doing it. People are leaving after one match. They're going the fuck home. They saw Brock Lesnar get on the jet and get home before the show was over. And they're like, you know what? I kind of want to do that. Cool, let's do it. We're not in fucking Saudi Arabia. Okay, I'm going home.
Yeah. It's a serious thing, though, right now that's happening. You are seeing, the thing is, I'm not going to say that I fully did the math on are we seeing more injuries than we did back in the day. Based on eye test, though,
we are.
It seems like we are.
And every year there's like multiple people, and it's usually, unfortunately, a lot of the main players that are getting hurt. And there's a fine balance. We've talked about this before, too, a little bit, of like too much as opposed to too little.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got some guys coming out and saying, man, I wish we had a little more time to like do some more. And they do have some live tours like set up, but it's kind of like sporadic and may only be a day or something like that, or 2, and they won't be booked for both days. It may only be 1 day, or maybe they're not even on that tour. So it's kind of like you're not getting the reps. And a lot of these people that maybe have been in the business for 5+ years in WWE or something like that, like they're kind of like, yeah, I don't have the performance center to lean on anymore. Like I kind of just don't. I'm not there. Like, the NXT kids they're probably struggling. Like that's why Roxanne wrestled so much. She's young, but like also like she's just used to being able to wake up every morning, go down the street, and fucking go to work.
Yeah.
And like really work on it. And she doesn't want to lose that. So like you keep it going. But like it's tough, man. It's nice because you're only working a day. Like AEW is the same way. You work 1 day a week.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2. Sometimes they'll double tape. Like it just is what it is.
And AEW initially landed some ex-WWE talent because of their lighter work schedule.
Well, it used to be insane.
And it was insane.
You'd be working like, what was it? It was the 6-day loop, right? You would work Monday, Tuesday, or you'd work Monday. Tuesday's a house show. You fly home Wednesday, do your laundry. Wednesday night or Thursday morning, you're leaving. You work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday,
and it
Tuesday.
Was 2 tours.
Yeah.
It was the Raw tour and the SmackDown
They
tour.
had 2 different live event schedules and all that, too. It was a whole fucking thing.
If you're a newer wrestling fan, imagine while you're watching Monday Night Raw, down the street, SmackDown has a house show.
It wouldn't
That
always be
happened every week.
It wouldn't always be in the same area. They'd be in different because like sometimes
And it'll be like across the country.
Oh yeah, like we're in Raw tonight in L.A. and then in fucking Boston there's a house show.
Yeah.
like, for Raw wrestlers and shit. Like oh okay, like yeah, that happened.
And that happened every week.
We'll talk about even like back in the territory days. These dudes were wrestling 340 out of the 365 days out of the year, and the off days they weren't even really going home. They were just if they were stopping home to do laundry and leaving. They weren't even really doing much.
Yeah, a lot of times they hit the road, and that I don't want to say that less house shows is leading towards more injuries definitively. I don't want to say that. What I will say is that the quality of matches among not main events, but the mid cards, the younger talent, I would say the quality of matches have suffered.
Yeah, and I think there's a double-edged sword with that too when it comes to the quality of matches because people are doing more than they ever did before too.
Mm-hmm.
Now, ironically enough, Braun Breaker flipped a fucking table and Bronson Reed did a side roll, and they're both out for months because of a fucking hernia.
Yeah.
And the fucking torn bicep. So it's not always, we did a 450 tope conjito over the top and he broke his neck. Like, no, like there's...
They didn't go out and beat Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, some of this shit is just like, oh, it's freak. Like the Liv Morgan thing, too, when she fell. I didn't necessarily all the way blame Kyrie for that. Though she hurt two other people on her own perfectly fine. But, like, that was more of a freak thing. But, like, some of this stuff, like, it's like, yeah, the way you're working, too, can lead you down the road of more possibilities for injuries because you're doing more crazy shit. But people will see stuff like this and they'll go, yeah, but then like he just did a roll and he tore it. Like he's fucking frail or Fred. Like, okay. I mean, would more reps have prevented that? I don't know. I mean, when it comes to tearing a muscle, I don't know about that. Like,
But here's the other thing that is happening too, though. At least with when you are in the performance center. All right, fine. You should be getting more reps. Some of the younger guys, some of the younger people are not taking advantage of it, and that's where your locker room leaders are stepping in and being like, "Dude, you got to do better." Like I can see somebody like Bailey telling the women, "Like, what are you doing? Like, you need to do better. You need to." But they are investing more into television presentation. They're investing more into promos. Randy, after on top of him saying he put stuff in his body, Randy did also mention that. These kids now
to be Randy Orton in 2006 would be wild.
Unbelievable.
He was out of control.
If Randy Orton from 20 years ago was here right now, he would probably be in jail.
Oh my God. He's so lucky he just missed like social media and shit. Like,
he would be the one on this show. He'd be like, dude, this kid had it all and he blew it. It was just Randy came out in the right time, but. No, I mean these kids now they're going to the weight room. Like Sheamus is not the only one going crazy at workouts and stuff out of the wrestlers.
Hence everyone he has in the fucking show now, everyone younger, he's like, what the fuck is this? Like it's so different. People don't just go and move a little bit away for a little while then leave. Early in the morning or whatever it is. They're like the people are like, okay, my match is at opens the show.
Mm-hmm.
I can shower up and I can leave halfway through. I can get home by tonight, and then I've got 5 days to, recover and to work out and to do. I have an appearance on a podcast on Thursday, or like so much easier to track out your day. Again, the big difference is too the paydays are different.
Yeah,
you used to get paid for bookings every day, and it was more fluid. House, if we draw a certain number of people, now it's all fixed.
Yeah,
so there's been less of a need to do more shows because you're making what you're making.
Right. I think the lone exception is the merchandise.
That can be a mover, but also if you're a heel, sometimes it's harder, and it's normally been.
And that's the thing. And that's the other thing. Nobody wants to be a heel because you can't like JBL. In my opinion, JBL is one of the all-time greatest heels in the history of this profession. But JBL can't sell merch. JBL can't go and say, hey, thank you for coming to the show. Like, no.
It's also the presentation of the character, too. I also think, like, Logan Paul is one of the best heels of maybe of our generation, if not all time, because of just how unlikable he is.
Mm-hmm.
But he still sells merch.
He sells merch.
Because people love to hate him so much, they'll buy shit to either tear it up or just to wear it just to say I don't like him. Like, ironically enough, I don't like that dude. Why are you wearing a shirt? I don't like that dude. Like, it's like, okay. Like, yeah, like there's certain guys like JBL, what kind of fucking merch is he gonna put out?
Yeah.
Like, but Logan Paul, he's smart. He knows
Yeah.
how to, like, you're gonna hate me so much, you might buy my shirt.
But and that's the other thing too. Like, to your point about the payouts, we've talked about this before. Like, you know, like, okay, let's take Cody for example. Cody Rhodes went to Triple H and said it would be better if Drew McIntyre was champion. That would have never happened.
No.
That would have, even 10 years ago, that would have never
people
happened.
People were pissed. You imagine going to Triple H in 2004 being like, you know what? It's not really hitting, man. I think we're going to have the title back to Shawn. That's his, like, best friend. He'd be like, you fucking kidding me?
You're right.
Like, no. Why? Like, no. I'm not saying everyone just rolls over, but when people are coming up with the idea of, like, yeah, I'm the top star in the company. You know what I need to do? Lose the title. Like,
no, absolutely not.
Like,
no, because again, the pay skills. That's that. Like,
yeah.
you think Triple H would have went up to Vince McMahon in 2002? Yeah, 2002, and it was like, hey, listen, I know I'm back. I know, I just came back from injury and stuff, but Rock Hogan, that's your main event. Nope. That's not happening. The last thing too about this. In 2026, a lot of these, I think everybody in society, they have placed more value in the work-life balance.
Yeah.
A lot of it. As much as it would be nice to have these wrestlers go back on the road and, hone in your craft, hone in your skills, and work 5 days a week in different towns and stuff, and face the same wrestler 200 times a year, like, to perfect the match. I mean, no. Nobody's going to sign up for that. It's just not going to happen.
Nope.
And are the matches really taking that much of a hit? Because you are right. They are doing more within the matches now.
Yeah.
In that.
So you're getting more substance, and especially the main event matches and stuff, too, I think, on a day-to-day basis maybe than you were before.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the moves, the different stuff, all that. The quality, again, is more up for debate. Some people just enjoy old school wrestling or some stuff even from 20 years ago that just looked better.
Now, if you're not working on your craft in any way, shape, or form, then it will be exposed. You can run it back all day, but so if you can't be given the opportunity to be free and then not do anything.
Yeah.
You got to still.
Well, it's like social media is the biggest, like, opening for these people that aren't. And you know what? Better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah.
I'd rather get released, at least knowing that, like, I was trying to get my bit over, my character over, than just sit there and be like, wonder what they have for me this week. I guess I just have to wait.
That's why I get
Chelsea Green put out a fucking page, a newspaper page, calling the Undertaker the new dark arts minister or something like that in her fucking delegation for going to bat for her against Michael Hayes on his fucking podcast. Same fucking day.
Yep.
Like, there's levels to, like, who really gives a shit and who's like, I love pro wrestling, but social media not my thing or whatever it is. Like, if you're in that medium, in that space, all of it's good. You want that shit.
I'm telling you,
people are chanting that Logan Paul still can't go to Japan. Social fucking media, dude. Social media matters. Like, you cannot be in this profession in 2026, unfortunately, and not take advantage of that. Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre is not champion today or at any point if he did not utilize social media.
Dude, it still cracks my ass up so hard when he was having that tag team match with Jelly Roll at fucking SummerSlam. I'm stuck here on the fucking road with these cows. Might as well be you, Jelly Roll, you fat fuck. Like, best fucking bit I've ever seen. So good.
The man tweeted during WrestleMania while he was wrestling.
Took a phone and said, bored at work. It became a t-shirt. He made money as a heel.
He made money. It's amazing.
While winning the world title at WrestleMania. Only to lose it at WrestleMania. 5 minutes after he won it. Bored at work started trending. Like, come on, dude. Like, you have to. if you're not going to have 200 matches a year in front of all these different crowds and stuff, that's how you connect with everybody. It's how you connect with the fans in Fargo, North Dakota, and the fans over in fucking New York City.
Yep.
It's how you connect with the fans in Poughkeepsie, or fucking Houston. It doesn't matter. Like, that's how you really get everyone on board, by taking advantage of a medium that reaches everybody. Because you're not going to fucking 6 different towns every week. You're going to 1, maybe 2. So this is that goes to the AEW wrestlers too.
Yeah, that's exactly, yeah.
For as stupid as the Darby Allin thing was to open the show, for as dumb as it was, and as obviously staged as it was, at least he's giving it a shot. At least he's trying to do something. I mean, it's not
and
great.
Again, and remember, if you always go, and you're right, if you always go too far, that's where great leadership will tell you, hey, I like what you're doing.
Dial it down a little bit, or run it by us, or something like that.
Let's take a different direction or something like that.
I'd rather be told than to not do anything and be like, well, we don't have anything for you, or we don't have a character for you, or we don't know where you're going to go from here. It's like, well,
what has Hangman Page done in terms of relevance on social media lately?
Nothing. But he cut a promo in Spanish where everyone was sucking his nuts. I thought it was cool in the moment. He did nothing to follow it up.
Yeah.
He's not a face you build your company on. I'm sorry.
But
I don't care how good of a wrestler you think he is.
But yet, MJF is all over social. MJF is everywhere.
You can think someone's a good pro wrestler, but think they don't know what they're doing in the business. Like, just because you can do really good moves, and you may even have good psychology in your matches, and you can tell a story. But if you're not making any money, your ratings are going down, or they're hanging where they are, it's like, okay, well, then what are you really bringing to the table? Because the goal as a business is to bring more people in to make more money. If you're not doing that, then obviously the onus goes back to you must be doing something wrong or not doing enough with your work.
Right.
It's like getting raises at work, I'm not a fan of someone who doesn't do their job and gets paid a bunch of money and we're expected to just keep paying them the same money.
Yeah.
That's not usually how that works. Usually you get fired, whatever, get demoted, whatever. But we're okay with these numbers going down and all that stuff because, well, he's a really good wrestler. Based on what? More people that buy? What's their merchandise sales like? What is he doing? Are there more people in the seats that are watching him? What? Why? Because he does a flip and clotheslines someone? He's a good fucking wrestler? What are they doing? What are they bringing to the table other than another fucking warm body to put in the fucking ring? What are they doing? That's my problem with this. There's no expansion beyond what you see on TV. And it's not just AEW, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's like,
and maybe that could be the problem with WWE as well. I mean, you could see that.
Austin Theory's problem was he was going on social media and being too inspirational. He's talking about Jesus. He's talking about stuff. People don't want to hear that shit. They want to see him be an asshole.
But you know what?
Oh, my God, he's a good guy.
Again,
fuck.
At least you're on social media. You're doing something. You're being exposed. We're not going to have much time to get on the WrestleMania thing here.
He lied. AJ lied. Because he said he wanted to go out in WrestleMania and he thought about it and he was like, well, I'd rather go out in the Royal Rumble. No, your last appearance is at WrestleMania.
Yes, yeah.
You're going to the Hall of
He
Fame.
was like, all the story. There wasn't
you
enough
lying
build-up.
sack of
Come on
son.
now,
You
stop
lying.
it.
Yeah, you're a phenomenal liar.
Yeah. This is a topic to come to next week because are we going to be locked in, ready to go post-Elimination Chamber?
I think we're both of the Chamber winners are not going to be the only people challenging for the titles probably at Mania. And that's funny.
I do want to play one more clip if we have it available. And it is Cody Rhodes talking about who could be, and this is courtesy of ESPN. Again, we could be saved by ESPN. We'll see. But who could be a successor to Triple H out of the current roster? Who would be likely to be successful? Step in. Take a look.
Fight for it. And I didn't see that at first. I thought, well, obviously I'm the best candidate. I don't
want to run the place.
I don't know if I'm actually the best candidate.
No, but you want to run the place?
I felt like I had some experience and I'd be interested in something like that. But also, it's very clear that CM Punk is really great at helping develop young talent. He probably has a knack for it more than anybody. Seth Rollins is a little bit more rough around the edges, but probably would be an outstanding boss. when it comes down to it. I'd love to throw my name in the hat. I don't know if I'm ready to do it officially yet, but I like the fact that there's the three of us, plus there's tons of other people. Bailey, Roman will always have a say. Just you've got an older locker room right now, so eventually those positions, see if you can do good, because it's not always booking. The industry is not easy, and Triple H doing a great job. So thankfully we have him for quite some time.
And he's the one.
That's courtesy of ESPN Radio, Unsportsmanlike. They do a great show, by the way. But
I love how the title is there, even though he's. Was this recent? Yeah.
Yeah, this was
so he's
today.
He's not champion. Why is his side plates on that title?
That's a good point.
Did we miss something? Did he win the title at a house show or something?
Oh no, this wasn't. I don't think this was like recent.
This had to be like a while ago. That they just uploaded it like 2 days ago or something.
Somebody uploaded it.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. Because
You know what? This is probably going into the Rumble.
maybe.
Yeah, it's
Maybe.
going into the Rumble.
Yeah.
But what do you think? I mean,
No, he's not wrong.
I like how Cody. Do you think Cody, the back of his mind, was just like, man, after that AEW experience, yeah, I'm cool on.
No, I think he got a taste of it, and he realized that with proper like leadership, if he was actually the person in the chair making the decisions, he felt like he probably could do it.
Yeah.
And it helps when you watch your dad book. His dad was a booker.
Yeah.
Dusty wrestled, obviously, but he booked for
Yeah.
WCW. He did that work. He saw what you needed to do, what you didn't need to do, all that stuff.
And
So,
knows all the stories.
yes. And he's been around this business long enough to where you could trust him to take over the show, and you'd feel pretty confident. You could say the same thing about CM Punk. I think it'd be very ironic
It would be.
if Punk took over WWE's booking and creative process
It
and,
would.
and competed against Tony Khan.
It would be.
His
But
dumbass
he-
couldn't lead, so I'll do it. Like,
But Punk, another guy who had experience.
Yep.
He basically wrote Collision for, those.
They made the show for him.
Yeah.
He was going to run the show. The Elite were going to be the Dynamite guys, and Collision was going to be Punk's show. And he had all the say, and he was essentially in the room with Tony writing the show, pretty
Mhm.
much. So, like, yeah. And obviously the Shield guys, Seth and Roman, it's easy to say them. I don't think Roman would want to do that.
Yeah, that's what I was. And the way that Cody said it too is like Roman will always have a say.
Roman's more like an Undertaker to me.
Yeah, definitely.
He'll pop in, especially it depends on who's running it too. If it's Cody, I think Roman and Cody at that point will have a much better camaraderie.
If there's a big story, if we're talking WrestleMania main event, like if there's, hey, we need another set of eyes or something like that, that's where you can see Roman Reigns stepping in. It's like, hey, this is how we could make the story better. And hey, listen, from Roman's standpoint, if you do credit Roman for saying, hey, it would be better if we held off on Cody finishing the story for a year to get to the finish line, it worked.
Yeah.
I mean, that WrestleMania 40 finish, one of the all-time great finishes in pro wrestling history. It worked.
Yeah, Bailey is a no for me. I don't see her. I'd see her when she's done. I think she wants to wrestle for a long time. So I think I more or less see her as like a trainer.
I see Bailey as a locker room leader. Again,
Well, she already is.
Again, we're not there. Like, for all we know, the locker room leader could be effing freaking Finn Balor. I mean,
He's one of them. I think they're he did mention a bit of an older locker room. There's a bunch of guys and girls that have been there for a while.
Mhm.
Even Rhea's been there for a good chunk of time.
Yeah.
You feel pretty confident in her leadership too, as far as being able just to lead the group. Like Finn's one of those guys, obviously. Even Shinsuke, those kind of guys, they've been around so long.
Yeah.
They know the ins and outs of the business. You feel pretty
But
confident.
a lot of them you could see going into a role that like AJ Styles is in now.
The sleeper in all this is Seth, because of his body and stuff too. Depending on how much longer he wants to do this, as far as actually wrestling, he's the one to me that stands out as one of those guys that could see that opportunity and be like, I really want to do that. And Triple H kind of probably saw that in him early too, and said, okay, if I ever get the chance, Seth will be one of those guys I look at in circle and say, hey, when you're done, you sit next to me. So
What about Chris Jericho?
fuck no.
But why not, though?
Because he still wants to be a rock star in his 70s. He's not doing it. No, his first love, whether he wants to admit it or not, is rock and roll.
Yeah.
I think honestly, he may actually admit that. I think he always wanted to be a rock star. He probably honestly said it in an interview at some point. And wrestling was his another one of his passions. But no, I think he'll wrestle a little while longer. he's not dumb. He knows it'll be time
Mm-hmm.
at some point here relatively soon, whether it's an AEW or WWE, wherever, to call it. He may have honestly already made the decision.
Good.
Could have just said, hey, I'll do this tour and then we'll see how I feel next year, but probably not. Like,
So when we see him in that box on Saturday,
that'd be great. You know what? And this is the problem. So WWE has an issue with these surprises.
Uh-huh.
Really dropping the bar. And we're going to be together on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Watching this match.
Yeah, us,
Watching this
Eli,
whole.
Eli will be there with
yeah,
us.
we'll see if Jake decides to grace us with his presence. We know he's got a great new show going on the normal airwaves.
Yeah.
Not the nice fancy ones like we have. But, so I'm
I think
curious.
he knows how to use a space bar at that job.
Oh,
too.
I guarantee you he fucking does.
Yep.
And if he doesn't, Seth whips his ass into shape.
I know.
But I'm just concerned if it's like fucking Danhausen or something like that, I'm going to be so mad. Like, don't use this as a comedy bit. Don't use this as a fucking Road to WrestleMania chip that isn't someone like Jericho. I told you, the only two people will actually enjoy coming out of that box is Jericho or Belair. Bianca.
Yeah.
That's the only two people that'll be like, oh. Also, again, I can't reiterate this enough. Why has someone been in a box for weeks? It wasn't like at the beginning of the show at Elimination Chamber. The fuck is this? Open at the end of the show. Okay, well, I guess we'll have to see what. I could buy someone sitting in a box for 2 hours. I can't buy someone getting shipped across the country in a fucking crate. Listen, we stopped doing that a long time ago. All right?
That's what you think.
Well, that's as far as I'm going to go on. But you catch my drift here. There was no shipping and receiving going on in that category in hundreds of years.
Right,
so we need to fucking stop this. Like,
so you're telling me that WWE is having issues controlling its borders?
Well, don't worry. There's going to be plenty of refrigerators there. That means there's going to be some freezers. That means there will be ice on hand.
Oh.
If needed in those moments to make sure things cool down a little bit. Got to ease the tension. Because we know that's what happens. I don't, dude. Again, how can you sell to people unless it's like a piece of like rock equipment and then Jericho comes out? Oh, he sent his guitar or something over that's his logo
That's what
on
I'm
it.
thinking. Like, it would have to be.
It can't be a person.
It has to be some kind of a prop that represents.
Yes, it cannot be a person because if it's a person, that's abuse, and I'm filing a lawsuit for them.
What if it's a bunch of worms and it's the boogeyman? He's coming to get you.
You know what? That may be taking odds on Vegas. Are they doing that? Let's look at DraftKings and we'll see if they have anything on the odds of what the fuck's actually in there.
They might. We'll check it out on Saturday.
If we can bet on if Bob Dub Sports, if Bob going to shoot under 80, we can definitely book on this.
The last wrestling story we'll mention. Great point. The last wrestling story we'll mention here briefly here. Warner Brothers Discovery has a new buyer. It is no longer Netflix. It is Paramount.
Oh.
Paramount raised their bid.
Okay.
Netflix said Netflix had an opportunity to match. Netflix said, nah, it doesn't financially make sense now. So all of Paramount, all of Warner Brothers Discovery, including the cable networks, including AEW, which has a minor, or Warner Brothers has a minor stake in AEW, will now be with Paramount. That includes the movie studios too.
So Paramount only streaming, or is it owned by like NBC or CBS? CBS. So there's no wrestling on CBS.
Correct. Paramount had UFC.
Yeah, but it's also part of TKO.
That's all. So TKO.
But it's not pro wrestling.
Correct.
So they're able to kind of. So AEW got bailed out.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
Tony Khan said, "Give me more money."
Now, if we were
for shitty wrestling product, give me more money.
Now, if we were doing a movie podcast, that's a different story in terms of how Paramount and Warner Brothers is going to operate. But at least
that's like oil and water.
I know, but at least the movie people are like, okay, at least Netflix is not going to ruin a movie studio.
They put out good movies. Most streamed movie of all time, Happy Gilmore 2.
Well, correct, but they're talking about like, oh, make sure movies are still released in theaters and stuff like that.
Well, listen, you can go watch Elimination Chamber in movie theaters tomorrow.
You can.
Yep. Buy your tickets.
Buy
Legal
your tickets.
Cinemas.
It's only $50.
Fuck.
Only $50.
I'll go see Scream 7.
I think all CNN employees are going to see Scream 7 as well after this accusation. Good night, everybody.
Oof. Hide your kids. Hide your wife. Ice is on the path tonight.
And we'll keep that in.
My turn.